Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing. So if you missed last night, you really missed out on a treat. And one of the things I want to talk about today, especially in honor of Mother's Day, is that it is imperative, women, that we do what is necessary to take care of ourselves. That's mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. We cannot keep waiting on the world to take care of us because it's really causing a situation that's making dire need for women. And if you're watching this broadcast and you're a woman, of course, I'm sure you understand just how much is on your plate. Women are the world's caregivers. We take care of the rest of the world. So we have to be well enough to take care of ourselves. That's number one. And I trust and believe that I've been guilty of it myself, and I'm on the road to doing better. But we got to realize that time and energy doesn't last forever, and that if we don't position, good morning, Shanita, good morning, Miss Jackie, if we don't position ourselves to be fruitful at all times, even when it's not good times, good morning, TC, we're going to be in trouble. So the first thing I want to talk about this morning, five reasons that women should always make it a priority to take care of themselves. And I host Abundance School every week because I want women to have a place where they can come and reset their mindset about their worth and their value. You are a millionaire in the making. Somebody just say me in the chat if you agree with that. And we've got to start walking. We've got to start walking in our purpose, walking in our greatness, and unabashedly walking in our wealth. We can't keep being the lesser than, whether it's at work or in our business. Because what we do today, the one in Tamisha, is critical not only to our tomorrow, but the tomorrow for our families as well. So again, the link for Abundance School, if you're on Instagram, is bit.ly/worthmore2023. It's a free for now. It is a free webinar I host on Sundays because you got to wrap your mind around your value. Because if you don't, the world won't, right? The world is going to buy you for whatever you sell yourself. Good morning, Moshe. Good morning, Tamisha. So it's critical that you know your worth. Number one, there's been a shift in roles. When my grandmother was coming up, the men were the providers. And nowadays, there's just as many, and not saying anything bad about men, but roles have shifted. Women are in the workplace, women are in the marketplace, and we're doing just as much work and making just as much money as men. So we have to balance that. I'm going to be a nurturer and take care of the rest of the world with I got to charge my worth and take care of me. If you understand what I'm saying, just say me in the chat. And if you're somebody that struggles with your pricing, let me help you. Because everything you don't charge today, you're going to regret tomorrow. Every time you let somebody off the hook, every time you don't charge your full value, every time you sell something that is worth $900 and you sell it for $99, there's going to come a time where you wish you had that back. So instead of regretting that, get your pricing in order now. So number one, there's been a shift in roles. We got to be nurturer and provider. And I want to say this, and I want you to hear me. Every single time you don't charge your worth, it is your family, it is your generational wealth, it is your legacy that's paying the price. It is your future self. It's your retirement account. It's your freedom that's paying the price. And you got to stop listening to people that say you're charging too much, because they wouldn't buy it if it was $5. They wouldn't. If they don't want it, they just don't want it, because it's proven. And if you agree with this, say me in the chat. It's proven people pay for what they want. You got a $500 product, they say you charging too much, and they running around with a $1,500 bag on their shoulder, then obviously they just don't want what you have, and that is okay. Or you don't know how to get them to understand that they need what you have. And in that case, you need to get some help, and I can help you with that. But understand, it is your role as a provider for your family to hold the line when it comes to charging your worth. That's number one. Number two, we don't ever know what tomorrow is going to bring. You will have somebody tell you 1 minute that they can't afford this or that for you, and girl, you look up and they'll be in Aruba. Girl, you'll look up, they'll be on a cruise. Girl, you look up and they'll be moving into a new house. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? Just because somebody tells you that they can't afford it, that doesn't mean they don't have money. That means a lot of times they don't want it. Because if they really wanted it, they would find a way to pay you. And that's an honest truth. People find a way, y'all. I was talking to a client yesterday, and she was like, well, I don't know if people have money to pay me for that. I said, girl, some people walking around on shoes that cost what you charge. Maybe they either don't want it, or you don't know how to get them to want it. And it's one of the two, but it is never because they can't afford. Because people always find a way. Number two, when you cut your value, you're not giving yourself an opportunity to be ready for tough times. When you negotiate your value, when you cut your prices, when you give out these discounts, even when you do too much, when you give too much sugar for a dime, you are limiting your opportunity to be ready for a rainy day. And you wonder why when it rains, you almost go under, because you haven't made preparations. Your biggest source of revenue is your gifts and talents. Your biggest source of revenue is what God gave you. Everybody, I don't care who you are, has a gift or a talent that is worth millions. Now, are you willing to sow the seed to learn how to market that value? Are you willing to sow the seed to learn how to get people to buy that value? Good morning, Tia, but there is nobody but nobody more capable of earning revenue than you. You are a unicorn. You're different, and God loves you. And he made you different so that you stand out from the world. Stop trying to fit in when God made you different. Go out there and do you. Go out there and do you. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever you're good at. But by all means, charge the people for it. Don't feel like you have to give away your gifts and your talents. And you know, women, we are the best. We are the best at sob stories. So you will get so many sob stories from so many people. But girl, ain't you got your own sob story? Don't you have your own struggles? Don't you have things that are going on with you? I tell people all the time, because people have a habit of coming into my inbox getting on my phone and dumping their problems on me, which is not fair. It's not fair for us to dump on anybody. Baby, you got that many problems, get a therapist. And I'm just being honest. You got that many problems, get you a life coach. Quit going around dumping on everybody else. Because everybody got problems. But the truth of the matter is, the mass majority of the problems that you have, you can solve if you get out of your own way and start charging your worth. If you get out of your own way and start understanding your value. If you get out of your own way, nobody's blocking you. Nobody's keeping you from being successful. Nobody's keeping you from generating revenue. Get out of your own way. Number 3, we got to understand the cavalry is not coming. If you don't have it within you to save yourself, there is nobody coming to save you. That was a harsh realization for me after my mom died, because that level of nurturing that your mom gives you, that level of support that your mom gives you, nobody else in the world is capable or willing to give that level of support to you. And so here I am looking for support from all these people, and they ain't got it to give, even though I have supported them. You got to understand, not everybody has the capacity to return the level of support you give to them. And that's the truth. Everybody doesn't have the capacity. But at the point where you can't save yourself, I want you to think about how many people come to you and need saving. They always need a ride. They always need a few dollars. They always want something extra. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Say me in the chat. But if you need $5, you can't raise nobody. I'm telling y'all, it was a harsh realization. You mean to tell me all these seeds I've sown, that's why you gotta charge your worth? You've got to charge your worth, because those same people that you sowing seed in, call yourself sowing seed, giving them a discount, helping them out. They're going through hard times. When you're going through that same thing, those people are going to be conspicuously absent. When you're going through that same thing, those people are going to be conveniently not around. Or if they are around, they're going to say they don't have it. You owe it to yourself, sis. You owe it to yourself to take care of you. Mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. You owe it to yourself. You do. And the tough thing is, you can't blame anybody else when they don't. Because to be honest, while you worried about everybody else worried about themselves. Somebody say, my God, you sitting over there worried about Peter, Paul, and Mary. And Peter, Paul, and Mary not worried about you. Peter, Paul, and Mary not studying you. Peter, Paul, and Mary got their own problems. And you might even call Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Peter, Paul, and Mary tell you they ain't got time for you, even though you saved them 1,000 times. It's time to save yourself and not feel bad about it. I don't want you to feel bad because you said my price is my price. I don't want you to feel bad because somebody got mad because you wouldn't get them a discount. I don't want you to feel bad because somebody told you that, your prices was too high. They're not telling the grocery store that. They not. They're not telling the mall that. They're not telling Amazon that. So don't let them tell you that. Because you can charge whatever you're comfortable charging. Anytime you got cars out there from 30,000 to 3 million. A car is a car is a car, last time I checked. If an alien came to Earth, he would know a Chevy from a Bugatti. So it's up to you to protect your investment, and your investment is your gifts and talents. Number 4, you owe it to yourself and your family. Today I'm talking about 5 reasons why women need to make themselves a priority. 5 reasons why you need to save yourself. Because number 1 is the shift in role. A lot of women are the breadwinners. Number 2, when tough times come, you have extra. Number 3, the cavalry is not coming. What you waiting on them for? Number 4, you owe it to yourself to live a better life. You owe it to your family to live a better life. You owe it to your future self to live a better life. And that means, if that means charging your worth now so that you can live better later, then that's what it means. And understand that God will rise up the people that will pay you. Somebody somewhere, type that in. Somebody somewhere will pay you for your highest price item, but they can't pay you if you don't create it. If you don't have a $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 product, they can't pay you if you don't create it. So if you need help creating that product, you need to send me a message. But understand, people can't buy what doesn't exist. So if you're waiting on that special moment or that right time to feel qualified, to feel good enough, to feel worthy, I'm telling you, you are worthy. I'm telling you, now is the right time. I'm telling you, you don't have to keep waiting on a sign. Your sign was given the day you were born. Amen. God has already given you a sign that your gifts and talents are beyond measure. That he will bless you exceedingly and above anything that you could ever imagine. And last but not least, who will save you if you can't save yourself? There may be people that will feel bad for you, but who will save you if you can't save yourself? And this world, guys, is full of too many opportunities for you to not be prepared. Too many money-making opportunities, too many opportunities to get grants and funding, too many opportunities for you to just sit and say, I don't have. Because the truth of the matter is, when winter comes and you're sitting there saying, I don't have, the question I'm going to ask you is, did you plant? Did you hunt? Did you prepare? Because it's not going to just come to you. Did you get ready? Because it's not going to just come to you. So, guys, in honor of Mother's Day, I hope this helps somebody. You know, mothers are just so amazing, so resourceful, so smart. We make it happen for everybody else. My wish for you this Mother's Day is that you make it happen for yourself. My blessings for you this Mother's Day, my hope for you is that you stop feeling like you're not already a millionaire, because you are. That you stop feeling like you're not enough, because you are. That you stop letting people bully you on your pricing and speak down to you about your gifts and talents. And a lot of times people only do that because they're jealous. You got to understand, people's thoughts and actions have an origin. People's thoughts and action have a motive. Sometimes people do it because they're jealous of you. Sometimes people do it because they can't see somebody paying you more than somebody pays them. But what you charge and how you value yourself is a personal thing. And nobody can tell you different. So guys, don't forget Abundance School. It's normally on Sundays. This Sunday is Mother's Day. I'm thinking about moving it. I'll let you know, but make sure you're registered to get the notifications at bit.ly/worthmore2023. And I will see you guys later today.